What's up, guys? Let's see how many people get on today. I have my beautiful wife today on live. First time we went live, it was just me.
First time you went live.
Went live. Oh yeah, I went live.
Went live for 5.
So, you guys want to send us some messages, ask us some questions. Basically, we wanted to go live and say thank you to you guys for all your support. We hit 2,200 subscribers. What's up, Rob? We hit 2,200 subscribers today, and so we wanted to get on here and thank you. And today's been an interesting day. It's my birthday, so that's why you see me drinking a beer. I do not endorse any beer brand.
I was going to say, you better turn it around.
Yeah.
But that blue label kind of gave it away, though.
So, how's it going, guys? Let's see, we had Rob.
You endorse the free kind.
Right.
Bays. What's going on, dude? So, it says we have a poor connection. I hope that it's working okay. Robert says that the skydive video was good. Him and I were having a conversation earlier today. He was talking about skydiving.
Well, listen, it's a whole lot of bullshit that there's only been like 50 people that have watched that damn thing. So it was the best shit ever.
Very bad connection. We are getting screwed in our connection system right now. So yeah, we just want to say thank you guys very much for your support. I'm glad that you guys are liking what we're doing. I know we're still struggling on putting some things out. We had an employee quit today. We have another employee who was out for family, and then another one who also has some family stuff going on. So it was me until this evening, and then our one of our guys got in. That's coming in more and more gradually, helped out today. So it's been fantastic that he came in and we were able to get some stuff done. So. So hope you guys are all having a good evening and chilling out, having a beer with us. Like I said, if you guys got any questions or whatever, shoot us some questions or whatnot. And I know Robert here and a couple other guys, like we gave some sneak peeks of the monstrous yard that we did, that I was talking to you guys about after we did the last live feed. So is monsters. So it's gonna take us quite a bit of time, honestly, to
Just throw it around, man.
I'd rather it sit on the ground than hang all night.
as an engine that we just built that is good for over 500 horsepower, and Shane is throwing it around.
It's only the engine and train, only like 4 or 5.
It's only like the entire drivetrain of the car right there. Say hi to YouTube, Shane.
Deer in the headlights. Hi. Sorry.
We have 4 businesses as of the current time being. We have 4 businesses.
4 businesses, and I have a full-time job.
Yes, and my wife has a full-time job. So the businesses that we have,
And that doesn't include my man-child.
taking care of me, yeah. We are a part of an online franchise company that you might know is called Amway. They have very good products, partnered with about a couple hundred of Fortune 500 partner stores, and we do a lot with them. And so we do that on the side, They have a bunch of wonderful products and a bunch of things. That's cool. That's honestly what got us our start in business when I was younger. So,
All the,
and then
all the car videos and stuff that we have that we were out with the XS tent. That's
yeah,
that business.
that's one of the companies that's a part of that business. There's many companies. It's like basically like our own Amazon, essentially. It's like an Amazon. We have like Best Buy, Home Depot, J.C. Whitney, Excess Energy Drinks, Discount Tire. Like, I mean, there's it's a conglomerate of a whole bunch of companies into that. So it's kind of like our own Amazon is essentially what it is. I'm sure you guys have heard of like the Amway Center. If you watch NBA, and they're big in NASCAR and things like that. And thanks, Johnny. And so we do that, and then the YouTube channel. It was kind of one of those dare type things. Like we saw people doing it, and we're like, "Oh, that looks easy. We could do that." And it turned out to be a lot harder than we thought it was.
Well, and not only that, but we had a lot of people telling us that we needed to write books on everything that we've done, and ain't nobody got time for that shit.
Yeah, I don't have time to write a book. We do too much stuff. And honestly, I feel bad. Like, I want to get to the point to where someone can actually kind of like follow us. And so that we can get better recording and more editing on what it is we do. Because there's so much stuff that happens to us on a regular basis. We do so much. And I just don't have time to record it all. So someone asked what time it is right now. It is 5 after 9. Yep, 5 after 9 here in Tennessee. So that's two. So the YouTube channel, we actually do get paid. You don't have to have 1 million subscribers. You don't have to have that many, really. That's a lie. I covered that a little bit in the last live feed. You just got to monetize, and it's all about your advertising, like how many your advertisement traffic really is all it is. And then once you hit a certain point, Google AdSense will send you a check. So it actually is a business. It really is, and it's not hard to get it started. It's just hard to maintain it. Awesome, Robert. And then we have the lawn care business, and then we have Middle Tennessee Fab and Performance. So Middle Tennessee Fab and Performance, what we do here is we build cars, trucks, anything. We do any type of automotive modification. The only thing that we do not do here is tuning. I don't have a dyno, and I don't feel like tuning, even though I am certified to do that because I'm a mechatronics engineer. I just don't feel like doing it. Thank you, Johnny. And so roll cages, tubs, engine modifications, engine swaps. You want a V8 in your Honda Civic, I mean, we'll build it. You pretty much want to name it. I have it in the shop at this point in time. Thank you for your support. Living for Jesus Productions. Cool.
Can you sing Happy Birthday? I don't know how well that would work via messages.
No, let's not do that. I've had a rough day. Like I said, we had one of our employees quit. We got 2 employees out. It's been a rough day.
Got another one, baby.
DHH Films. Hey, what's up? What was that? Yeah, DHH Films. Hi. So yeah, anyways, we build race cars. So, it's kind of one of those things. My Shane that you just saw playing with that drivetrain, he holds one of very few cars. He's got a S13 240 with a single cam VG motor turbo that he built on his own, and it's a really wonderful. Works really well. My wife and I, as you guys know, if you've been following us, we have the first fully functioning R34 drivetrain, R32 Skylines in the state. So that's kind of what gave us our start. Our system runs on an R34 ECU, so it is a functioning full R34 drivetrain, not just an R34 drivetrain just thrown in with a Series 1 or 2 harness and it's R33 or something ECM. It's full R34 drivetrain. So And then, obviously, you guys follow the lawn care stuff, which still baffles me.
Speaking of
It's cool.
baffling, so we have a customer that we just picked up a month ago. And the first time we went out to do her yard, I went with everybody, and she was talking to us. She talked our ear out for a long time after we were done. And I haven't been out there with them last few weeks. And today, when I get down to the shop, she gives my husband these flowers and says that she misses me.
They want to see the skyline.
Okay.
Oh, I'm trying to type stuff. See, wait, what? Happy birthday. What type do you sing? You see YouTube account. Jenny or Johnny.
Oop. New channel randomly came up live. Happy birthday, by the way.
Yeah, we can fire up the skyline. You guys want to hear what an R34 sounds like in an R32? Let the wife do the honors.
Head home. I'll see you in the morning.
All right, brother. I will see you in the morning. Say bye. It's an Evo for pushing about 450 horse. So we're building. The ST is one of about 10 in the nation that's producing over 500 horse. So we just built gorgeous RX-7 carbureted 12A rotary engine. Beautiful car. Yeah. So, and then you guys want to see this?
Are they ready? Is the better question. Are you actually ready?
Go ahead, baby. Our beautiful beast.
Your beautiful beast, and then my beautiful beast, and now it's your beautiful beast again.
It's ours. So, and then the monster of a truck. The truck you constantly see. A lot of people don't understand that actually the truck is about the most powerful thing that's here at the shop. If you guys want to see something really cool though, we have 4-door R32. We just got in. This is actually a single cam RB. We're going to be doing some cool stuff to it. So, 4-door R32. Yeah, Courtney's right there.
Project. Oh.
Courtney's G35. She's fixing up.
Need to have MJ come down on this
So yeah, race cars everywhere. Everywhere. So, cool. Okay, so the color of the car is actual Bayside blue, actual Skyline blue. We got the color code and we painted it ourselves, so it's true Bayside blue, Skyline blue. So, out of all of them, man, I love my Skyline. I'm not gonna lie. It's not the most powerful. The truck is the most powerful. The truck's pushing out about 1,100 plus foot-pounds of torque. The truck's fast. For what it is, it's 10,000 pounds. We raced a WS6 Trans Am from a 50 roll, and he lost badly. without the trailer. We can beat cars with the trailer on it. We have beat cars with the trailer on it. So the truck is hands down about the most powerful. I love the Skyline. Skyline is just a beast of its own. G35s are amazing. That's why Courtney got one. We had one before, and it was phenomenal. Absolutely love it. Just diehard Nissan. We had an IS300. I've had Toyota Supras.
I had a Prelude, but
she had a Prelude. I've had just about everything you could imagine, from Eclipses to Hondas to. I had a Ford Taurus SHO manual transmission with a Yamaha 32 valve V6. It was a very, very fast car. That was when I was a kid. The Skyline is just too unique. Everything that everybody says about a Skyline is true. Absolutely true. You get in that car and it's just its own thing. I love that car. It doesn't matter what the power is. Like, we're at stock power right now. It doesn't matter how much power I put in it, how little, how much. The car, just the way it handles, is just amazing. Mitsubishi 380. That's an Australian thing, man.
Has to be.
For me to not know what that is amazing. Honestly, I know every car there is, and that's impressive. You just named a car, I don't know what it is, or I probably know what it is. You probably just call it something different there. What was one of the others? Turf Tiger. Turf Tiger is doing amazing, as always. Love the Turf Tiger. I have. The only real complaint about the Turf Tiger has been how heavy it is, I think. Mikey doesn't like how heavy it is, but I think he's kind of trying to go too fast.
Probably.
But the Turf Tiger, okay, so the Turf Tiger is its own thing. I got it on purpose for what it does. The Turf Tiger has a low center of gravity. If you take your time, it does an amazing job, and it's just durable. I mean, it's a tank. It'll stripe $1 million lawn, and then you can turn around and take that thing and brush hog with it, really, if you need to. It's strong. It's just durable, and that's what I love about it. It's not the fastest. I mean, the Cheetah does 16 mile an hour. Our mentor, Tim, he's a diehard hustler guy. He just got a new big block, like 35 horse Super Z, and he says that thing cuts at like 20 mile an hour. I haven't gotten to use it yet. He tells me I need to come use it. I don't know. So it's not the fastest. It does between 10.5 and 12 mile an hour, but the thing is just the way that thing is built and engineered. I know it's going to last. I know it's not going to break down on me on the job. I know it's going to continue to work fine. We've hit rebar with the thing. We've hit concrete with the thing. We've hit, name it, we've accidentally hit it. And the worst it does is chips a blade. And that's it. And it just keeps on going. So, I will. Robert sent us a video of his hometown. I'll show it to her later. So, but then again, like I said, for me being a disabled veteran, not being able to stand up, needing something to sit down on and be comfortable, needing something that could kind of do everything for me, needing something that can stripe well, do a fantastic cut, and handle the tall grass situations. It's the perfect mower for that. Yes, the spindles are phenomenal. Having the dual taper bearing spindles that, run through the deck, having the shaft that goes all the way through with the nut on top. It just, what? Oh. It's just, I think it's a fantastic starter mower, and people, that's the thing people need to understand. Yes, it's not the fastest. Yes, it's not. It doesn't. It specializes in being a tank and doing a fantastic job at being a tank and doing a great cutting job, and that's why I bought it. That's what it does. So, next, what we're gonna buy next is gonna be a walk behind, and we're working on that. It's just a matter of we're having to balance both, all the businesses, and so even walk behinds are still quite a bit of money. So we're working on that. After the walk behind, once we grow a little bit more, and then it's a matter of I'd like to put a bigger engine on the Turf Tiger, or possibly get a Cheetah with a large motor on it. So that way we kind of have the Turf Tiger as the tank, and then if we're in a large situation to where the grass is reasonable and we need to move faster, then we would have the Cheetah. I can't even imagine mowing at 16 mile an hour. Like I said, Tim saying that he goes 20 mile an hour. I don't see how, because half of the time I can't even run the Turf Tiger full blast at 12 mile an hour. Like, it doesn't even make sense. I don't even know why.
Did you see the comment about the Echo?
I love my Echoes. I do. I will say, okay, here's the thing. Have I used other trimmers? The only other trimmer I've used has been a steel, and I didn't care for it that much. I didn't like the weight of it. It was a used one though, so I don't want to talk bad about it. It was an FS90.
I don't remember.
It was a 90. I don't remember what the acronym was before. I want to say it was an FS90. It didn't have very much power, and I didn't like the weight. It was heavy. It was way heavier and not as powerful as the SRM 230 that we got. Now, the 230 is only a 23cc weed eater on the Echo line, and I love how light it is. It's stupid light. It's powerful enough to get the job done for how light it is, and that's what I love about it. Now, we just got an I forgot the acronym. It's a 280 though. It's a 28cc Echo. It's the modular one that we can get different attachments for it. We just got that one, and it is substantially different in power. So when we're in like the taller grass jobs and things like that, and we're running, the power does make a difference. I've noticed that, but it also is heavier too. So it's one of those things. It depends on how fatigued I am throughout the day. As I'm getting tired, I'll pick up the SRM 230. So, but I know a lot of guys are running Takata, something like that. Red Max and Takata. I want to say it's Takata. The Takata. It starts with a T. I'm not sure if I'm saying it right. Might be wrong. But anyways, I don't like the handle. I don't like the handle positioning. Like, I picked one up and I messed with it a little bit, and I didn't care for the.
Didn't Tim have one of those?
Yeah, that's what Tim was running. Is
or was
those
the
Takata?
Shindawa?
No, we haven't run the Shindawas.
No, I know.
Shindawa is actually a part of Echo, so
okay.
I don't see that being much different. So. Okay. I don't have a problem with saying crazy shit, but I'm not going to do something obvious like that. Anyways, so I don't know, just I like my Echo stuff. My dad has a tree service, and I was kind of raised around steel stuff, and it's wonderful equipment, but having my own business and working with the equipment myself, I've been extremely impressed with the Echo line. I don't have any complaints with any of my Echo stuff at all. We're running a Echo chainsaw and 2 Echo weed eaters, and I don't have an issue with any of them. I love them. I like them a lot. We beat the crap out of our little Echo trimmer, the SRM 230. I put it through its paces. I've put it through some hell, and it still works fine. And we've had it for over a year now.
Yes, we have now.
It doesn't fire up quite as easy as it used to, but I used it today. Yeah, we were running both trimmers today. Still works fine. What else you guys got? So we're at 25 minutes here. So yeah, a little bit about the. We're still getting mixed reviews. I don't have a consensus yet on the. The. Still makes echo in Australia. See over here, they're two separate units. Still, Echo and Husqvarna are the three big companies here, and then like Shindawa is a part of Echo. I'm trying to think of what the other one is that's part of Still, and like those are like the main ones. Like Red Max, Red Max is like the main like commercial only company. That I've been hearing nothing but good things about. Everyone says nothing but high regards towards Red Max here. And then next to Red Max is Shindawa. Like Red Max, Shindawa, and then that Takata, whatever that is. That new one that Tim started running. So those are kind of the main ones. Like I said, I like my Echo stuff. I just do. I don't know why. I do. I really like it. So Honda Still, Husqvarna, John Deere. For trimmers and stuff like that, for like small tools. That's interesting. They were just talking about major equipment names in countries and stuff. Best trimmer out there. I haven't tried the 225. In the research, I think at the time the reason why we ended up going with the SRM 230 was just because it was on sale at the time. It was like almost the same money as the 225, but I had a couple extra CCs, so obviously we're gonna go with that one.
Yeah, obviously, because it's bigger.
I think honestly, I wanted to say like the 225 to the 230 was the difference between the residential and the commercial. Like the 230 was the beginner of the commercial grade. Like it had a different plastic and different engine, and like that was what they actually considered like the beginner of the commercial grade, I think. And it was on sale, and that's why we ended up running that one. Here, baby, you talk to Mike.
You guys have any more questions at all? Thank you, Hideaway Vlogs. It's been the old subscriber thing. We've been trying to get videos out for everybody, and it's just been a lot of with this whole transition period with this shop. It's been rough. What size of walk behind are we looking at getting, babe?
36.
36.
36 is what I would like to get. I think the one that we found a good deal on one is a 48.
Yeah, they're twist off.
Oh, there?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, that's gonna be.
What?
Oh, it looked like it was heading out the top.
The reason for it is because that way we can, I know for a fact, like at 36 inch, we can get in any gate. Like there's no question about it. We found a great deal on a Skag 48 walk behind, and just because of the price, I might go with it. Even though I kind of don't want to. It's just a good price. Yeah, and that's the reason why we're looking at the walk behind at 36 is because we'll be able to fit through small gates. The really hilly stuff that the Turf Tiger can't stick to, we can handle with that because being here in Tennessee, there are quite a bit of hills. So love it. I love my Skag. Love it.
Speaking of Skag, we need to clean up all that brush so we can mow where the brush is.
Oh, yeah. So I'm dripping beer.
Beer in the beard.
Thank you guys so much. That's why we wanted to go live is to say thank you. We broke 2,200 subscribers, and you guys are awesome, and we really appreciate it. I know we need to get you guys some more videos out. We've just been so busy with the mess here at the shop and everything else.
It handles very well in open areas. Him and Tim actually did a kind of a head-to-head type thing with Tim's Hustler. I don't remember which one he had.
Yeah, that was his X1.
Right, yeah, the X1.
With a bigger engine, I want to say.
Right. And our Turf Tiger, and you could just watch when Rusty went out on the Hustler, he was just bouncing everywhere. And on the Turf Tiger, like you couldn't even see him bouncing even remotely because of that suspension seat and everything. It's pretty amazing. Yeah,
that was the main thing. Tim's X1, he had flex forks. I guess is a common thing for the Hustlers that you need to get. And then, but that was it. He had a fixed seat on his. And so, I don't know how he was doing it. I really don't. But, yeah, he was going full blast. He had the same deck and everything. I want to say he had a bigger engine than I did, though. And he was not staying ahead of me he was staying ahead of me because it was his yard and he knew the yard. I was still learning and getting used. Like, it was our first day with the Turf Tiger.
That was the first time we took it off. And
yeah, that was the video where we bring the Skag home. We buy it. That video where it's Tim and I are side by side mowing in the big portion in the back there. He wasn't ahead of me enough for it to be really any substantial difference. But the Turf Tiger has a suspension seat and all that stuff. Yeah, I have the suspension seat. And the suspension seat's phenomenal because the thing I really like about it is, yes, you can adjust the suspension to your weight, but the great thing about it is we are running the 26.7 horse Kohler EFI. Sorry. The EFI.
Don't throw up on me.
Kohler EFI. What?
Don't throw up on me.
Whatever. So that's the thing is with it being the 26 horse EFI, with it being EFI, we got less bogged down, things like that.
Good evening.
How are you? Hiya. How are you?
Hiya. Did somebody say case though? I did that to Susan yesterday.
So,
anyway, about the suspensions.
now, I will say this, Tim, our mentor, Tim, he just got that Super Z with the 35 horse big block. And he had, and my concern with it is true. He told us that he was running it. He did 22 yards in one day. That was what, last Saturday?
Yes.
He did 22 yards. Him and two other guys did 22 yards in one day. And the Super Z with the big block was awesome. However, he did say he had to stop and refuel halfway through the day. It was a gas guzzler.
That's right.
So, yes, you'll be able to knock out some serious grass really fast, but you're going to lose money in fuel and fuel economy. And so that's one of the prime reasons why Skag uses the EFIs, because, man, I think we can go. Sometimes we'll go like a solid week without having to refuel.
Oh yeah.
Like the yard that 936. I didn't catch that last comment.
You can just say what time it was for him.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's 9:36 here. Yes, it is. Shoot, what was I saying?
Miss Bowman's yard.
Oh yeah, the yard that you guys haven't seen it. We're still working on editing it because it's so huge. It took 1/8 of a tank in that yard.
Did it really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And that's pretty impressive. It's a huge yard.
Impressive.
I mean, just Jesus, that yard is just monstrous.
Like if there was any way I could sit on the deck and record while you're mowing.
That yard's big enough. Honestly, we need a drone.
Yeah.
We need a drone to be able to record doing that yard. It's that big.
Yeah, you'd have to go over the house and over the tree and everything.
Yeah.
Or around the trees.
Because we had Shane with us today. This was Shane's first day doing lawn care. Oh, I want to say it's a 12.
Let me just Google that right now because I have
No, it's not a 12. No. It's okay. So the cool thing about the Skag is that it's got a fuel cell, a steel fuel cell that's underneath your seat in between the wheels. And it's one of the things that bothers me. Like if I'm gonna spend $12,000+ on a mower, I don't want it to look cheap. And that's one of the things I couldn't stand about all the other mowers was that the plastic gas tanks on the side just looked really cheap to me, and that drove me nuts. And so that was one of the things that actually drew me to the Turf Tiger, is because it doesn't have the plastic sides, because it has a fuel cell underneath your seat, so it lowers the center of gravity, so that you have less chance of tip over and things like that.
8.5 gallons.
8.5 gallons. There you go. 8.5 gallons, and man, to be honest, it lasts so long. I couldn't even tell you how many yards I do with one tank. I honestly forget.
We've had the Turf Tiger for just under a year now. We got it first part of July of last year. Because that was when we had to help Tim with all of those yards.
Yeah. Yep. So yeah. I know someone had sent a question or talked about it previously about t-shirts. We haven't actually designed t-shirts yet for the lawn care business. If you would like the
every time. I've been trying to get somebody to make us a logo for our lawn care for quite some time now, so I can make t-shirts. I've kind of designed something on like the screen printing places that you can do, like, I don't even remember what all it is. But those like bulk screen printing online stores and stuff where you can design the shirts and everything. I put a little bit of something together, but I want something that's gonna catch your eye and be our brand.
But until then, if anybody sees, if you guys like the Middle Tennessee Fab Performance shirts, we can actually customize them for you, whatever color lettering you want. We can put your name on them as well, and everything for right at about $30. We can personalize the Middle Tennessee Fab and Performance shirts if that's something you guys are interested in.
And then at some point in time, I will get with the graphic designer and get a logo put together for the lawn care.
Hustler X1 for 3 years, and problem has been old plugs and dead batteries major yet. Yeah, I love Kawasaki engines. I used to race Kawasaki motorcycles, and I'm a diehard Kawasaki guy just because of my crotch rocket. I had a 06 ZX-10R, and my favorite bike in the world. I love that bike, and so I don't know. I've always been a Kawasaki fan when it comes to that stuff. So the Kohler, we went with the Kohler just because it was the EFI. Is what came on it. It's one they had on the showroom floor. It had good specs on it, and we got a great deal on the mower, so we couldn't pass it up.
You keep brushing grass onto me, sir.
Oh, we have so here at the performance shop we have Matco, Cornwell, and Snap-on that visit us on a regular weekly basis, and each of the companies have their niche in what they do, and they're all fantastic companies. But I will say when it comes to my actual hand tools and things like that, I love my Matco stuff. My Matco stuff stands out ahead of everyone else. I'll just put that out there.
Take it or leave it.
My torque wrenches, my ratchets, sockets, any of the other specialty tools that I've gotten from them, they work flawlessly and they're amazing. I have Snap-on torque wrenches, Snap-on ratchets, Snap-on sockets also. I have some Cornwell stuff as well, and Cornwell is awesome for, like, I have all Cornwell welding stuff. I have Cornwell air tools, some Cornwell air tools. My impact is Matco, and they're great. They're great quality for the price, and I like Cornwell. But quality-wise, like craftsmanship, like you can just see and feel a huge difference between Matco and everybody else.
We're nearing 45 minutes, Leva.
Are we? Okay. So, that's my opinion on tools. You as well. Likes lawn care. Thank you.
Pizzap. Make logos. I halfway made our MTFP logo on Canva. I had to pay for the background for it, but other than that, that's all I've used yet.
Okay, I've heard fantastic things. Protege. Protege is talking about you operates Bobcat mowers and has been looking at the Skag. I have heard wonderful things about the Bobcat mowers. I've heard a lot of good things about the Bobcat mowers. I've actually heard that they're one of the best kept secrets out there. Huh, yeah. I will tell you, I love my Velocity deck. I can only speak from experience with my Skag. I can't say I don't have any experience with the Bobcat. So my Velocity deck is the easiest to clean. It's super easy to clean. I mean, it really depends on how lazy I am. Like today, I just didn't feel like there being grass slush everywhere because we've been mowing a lot of really wet yards, and they all of them turned out extremely well. So there was a little bit of grass buildup, and it's one of those things like I know for a fact that I could have taken a hose and just sprayed the deck out, and all the grass would have come straight out right out of the deck. and but I just didn't want to deal with all the kind of like the grass sludge all over out here in the shop where we have race cars and stuff. And so I ended up just scraping it out by hand because I was sharpening the blades anyways. So it was still easy, super easy, and it wasn't very messy. I just scooped it up and checked it out like it was good to go. So I love my Velocity deck. It stripes well. It doesn't clump up, and I don't have anything bad to say about it, obviously.
Yeah.
They stripe super well. Hustler deck does well too. So Hustlers stripe well. They do. What's going on, Sanders? Sanders Lawn Service. The Velocity deck is the deck that Skag uses on their mowers. Killing. Yeah. Real quick. Well, we already fired up the Skyline, so you kind of missed out on that. If you want to check the video out later when it uploads, we fired up the Skyline and revved it a little bit. But real quick in the shop, we got an Evo. Sorry, we had an incoming call coming in. My bad. Evo getting. We got to redo the head and stuff. It's pushing about 450 horse plus. John Deere uses their own specialty stuff. Even when John Deere uses, somebody asked what kind of deck John Deere would use. John Deere, even though they use like Kawasaki motors or whatever motor that they're using, they have them altered. They're such a big company, they have them altered so that there's specialty things that only John Deere can do to those motors, is what I've been told by a few people who worked with them. So, yeah. And one of the reasons why I love the Velocity deck and the Skag is because it has 3 layers. It has 10 gauge, 9 gauge, and 7 gauge steel. So they have 3 layers and they're reinforced where they need to be. That's what I've heard is the Bobcats. Okay, so one of the Bobcats, 4 years old, turned. So I apologize for the ringing in the background. Someone's trying to call through. So anyways, yeah, cars. Evo, about 450 horse or so. The ST on the rack, we just got them building the engine from scratch. It's good for over 500 horse. Will be one of only about 10 or so in the country. That's good for about 600 or so. Classic FB RX-7 that is running a carbureted A12 rotary. The notchback in the background is a 351 Windsor board over 60, so 391. Vortex supercharger on meth. And then the BMW you see is actually a 3 Series with a hybrid M60 V8 BMW engine in it set up for drift. Let's see what else we got here. A lot of cars. Yes, this is let's see, this new Edge right here. The 4.6 is getting a stroked board 5.0 build with Vortex supercharger, low compression for boost. In the fab area, we got an SN95. It's got a forged Interceptor 4.6 modular engine that's getting put in it that we're going to do with a full cage. 72 Maverick, Coyote. It had a Kenny Bell in it, and then he went turbo, and then he's doing something else. So that's what's currently inside the shop, and then outside the shop we have, well, our R32 Skyline. We have a R32 4-door Skyline. We have a Hyundai Genesis. We're actually about to do a full engine build. And yeah, meth kits are awesome. They cool the engine down and keep your engine temps under control. Buckeye, what's up, dude? So yeah, as you can see, kind of out here a little bit. The Hyundai Genesis is getting built. R32 4-door. Volkswagen is just in for some axle work. The G35 is actually the wife's race car she's building. The diesel you see in all the videos, and then the R32. So that's what's at the shop for right now, guys. So what's up, guys? Zap, Buckeye, what's going on? So So I hate to cut you guys off, but we have been on here now for 50 minutes. And like I said, it's my birthday, and I need to get home. What did I miss? Okay, whatever you guys missed, if you guys are coming in right now as we're about to close up shop, the live stream will be posted up on our page, and you'll be able to view it. So you can kind of go through and see all the fun stuff that we've done in the past 50 minutes. So, all right, guys. Y'all have a good night. Thank you guys so much for your support. Thank you for the 2,200 subscriptions.
Thank you.
Thank you for all the birthday wishes. Thank you for all the likes and everything else and all you guys' support. We appreciate it. And y'all have a good night, and we'll see y'all next time.
Bye.
Peace.
Look, I just subscribed to it.